Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Afrique Today show, where we bring you helpful resources and information on what is happening in an area and around the world. The Afrique Today show streams live on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, afriquetoday.com. Today, our show is going to be talking about understanding Alzheimer's disease and related dementias, where we're going to be having a conversations with people who have expertise and experience about the disease itself, the warning signs, and its impact on during this conversation. So let me tell you a little bit about Immigrant Community Services, or ICS. ICS is a community-based nonprofit whose mission is to respond to the needs of new immigrants and refugee populations in the Washington, D.C. metro. ICS provides culturally competent services to the community, providing access to resources, education, and outreach in the areas of health, economic empowerment, and other integration services. ICS is the Maryland registered 501c3. It's currently conducting an outreach on Alzheimer's and related dementias, and they have a community health workers and nursing professionals and other community members to educate us today on Alzheimer's disease and its related dementias. You can check us out for all of the things that we do on our website with www.imiserve.org. And so, without further ado, let's dive into the conversation. Again, I've said my name is Manka Kimbeng, and I'll be moderating the conversation today. So let me introduce you to our panelists. The first person is Ruth Doriska, and Ruth is a community health worker. She's passionate about public health and has worked in the sector for over 10 years in her native Haiti. As a community health worker, she's proud to advocate on behalf of clients of the American Diversity Group, a Montgomery County nonprofit, and help them find the resources they need. She also volunteers as a medical interpreter. Wow, Ruth, that's a lot of things you're doing, but welcome to the panel. Next panelist is Ms. Tanya Moneno. She's the Cross Care Program Coordinator. Tanya is a registered nurse with over 21 years of diverse nursing experiences. She's a nursing coordinator on the Alzheimer's grant at Alzheimer's Outreach Program at ICS. Welcome, Tanya, to the show today. And last but not the least on the panel is Ms. Josephine Ganem, community member, and she was a caregiver to a family member with dementia. Ms. Josephine is an advocate and grassroots community mobilizer. She's passionate about global health, education, racial equity, justice, and social change. She also has experience on caring for a family member with dementia, as I mentioned earlier. So you can see with us, we have this esteemed panel, and I'm really looking forward to diving into the conversation with you all. So I've told you who I am a little bit. I am going to be moderating this conversation. It's an interesting position to be in, but I'm looking forward to it and having this conversation with you all. So welcome, everyone. And I think the one thing I noticed about the panelists is that we are all immigrants. So this is going to be very, very interesting and unique. So when we're talking about dementia, maybe we can just have everyone go around and talk, and maybe we'll start with Ms. Josephine. Had you heard about dementia before migrating to the United States? Oh, you might be muted, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the question. I had seen folks with the symptoms, but I didn't know the word dementia. I didn't have something to attribute it to. And most of the time we just thought it was old age and, so not really. I knew more about it when I moved to the States.
Okay, that's interesting. Thank you. So dementia and understanding it as a medical condition, I think you said you knew about it when you moved to the United States.
Yes.
Thank you. How about Miss Ruth? When did you?
Yeah, as for me, hello guys. So nice to be with you today. As for me, I heard about the word dementia when I was back in Haiti, and it was used in a negative, situation, just to call people crazy, not, knowing that it was a disease.
Okay, so you had heard about it in your country of origin, a little different from Miss Josephine, but it was used derogatory. Okay, interesting experience and perspective. How about Miss Tonya?
Thank you for the question. I had experience with dementia training as a registered nurse back in my home country of Zimbabwe. So I can say that I had heard of the term and actually studied it to an extent as a student in my country, but it wasn't to the extent that we come across it in the Western world, where we actually deal with it in the medical field and in the social circles.
Okay. So I think what I'm getting is really this diverse experience of kind of entry into the understanding of dementia. Some people heard about it in their country of origin, some people here, but it seems as if, I might be wrong, but it seems as if there was really no depth of understanding. But I know that I've heard that dementia is a problem of the brain. So maybe one of the healthcare practitioners on the panel can talk to us a little bit about what the brain does, and maybe if dementia is a problem of the brain, it might be good to kind of start by having a basic understanding of what the brain does before we get into the problems of the brain.
Thank you again, Manka. I'll take that. And it basically controls all the senses, the movements,